It's your boy Producer Bae.
It's your boy Derek.
It's still like I was trying to get.
And this is NEKA, y'all.
I'm
This is
NEKA.
NEKA. This is NEKA. She had a little too much to drink, clearly.
You definitely gotta prepare yourself.
So welcome to Mind of a Man podcast, episode 3.
Featuring a woman.
Finally.
Finally.
They've been asking for that. They've been asking for that.
I got us, ladies. Don't worry.
A very opinionated lady with us today.
Exactly.
So NEKA is. Why NEKA?
Why not NEKA is the real question.
So me and NEKA have history. We go back from like 14 years old.
Check Wikipedia.
I think everybody knows, right? Mixxypedia. So me and NEKA had history, and we dated when we was like 14 years old, 15 years old, 16, 17, up to like 18, 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She was crazy.
He was a fucking dog that made me crazy. Men never take accountability.
Accountability. She's a
That's today's. That is today's accountability.
I'm gonna put the definition under you.
Yes. But
So
continue.
we had history. We were together for about 4 years. We had a son who passed away, and throughout the years we still remained cool. You know what I'm saying?
Off and on.
We remained cool. Except when I did some.
It wasn't smooth though. He's making it like it was not as smooth. We are now mature enough to sit in the same room.
I know we always could do that.
No, we couldn't.
Like you would come to the family functions and all that.
And we should jump right into it. Because the family functions is why I didn't fuck with you for that long.
Because you was bringing dates.
No.
Nah, she did some sneaky shit.
I didn't do nothing sneaky.
She did some sneaky shit.
We was at his mom's house. He walked the dog and he left his phone on the washing machine. Now we hadn't dated in like 6 years.
Before you tell the story, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
What is it about a girl or a woman that will be in a good space and happy and say, hey, let me look through this phone that isn't mine to hurt my feelings?
But the thing about it was, we wasn't even dating at this time.
We weren't dating
like,
at
we
all.
wasn't on no type of timing.
We barely even spoke.
Outside of this, can you answer that question?
No, it's a feeling. It's like, don't do it. And then it's like, do it. Like, just as recent as like a few weeks back, I'm up until like 3 in the morning, like, should I do it? Do it, don't do it. Like, it's a demon in your head.
It's just something that makes you do it.
And
like,
you just have to do it.
I can't lie, but I've done it. But you know what it is? Because phones hold the secrets.
Yes.
Like your whole life is in the phone.
Yes.
Anything you want to know about a person, you can find it out in the phone.
Especially the group chats.
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
Right? I'm going to get to the bottom of it. You feel me? And it's going to be in your phone. But I don't do that shit no more. That was the old me.
No. It's still me.
But let's go back to that. So we're at my mom's crib. I go walk the dog. And I leave my phone because it's playing the music in the crib. NEKA's here because NEKA is like family. So I come back and I realize that my phone is just like not plugged in anymore.
So the house is on mute.
At this point.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I mean,
I'm
we all there, so
you're selfish.
I still didn't get nothing. Mind you, I left it in the kitchen. I left it in the kitchen.
And I went and got food,
microwave
that's
charger.
why. No, it wasn't. It was on top of the, I think it was the washroom or the counter.
Whatever. And she decided to go through my phone.
I had already.
Did the phone have a password?
I left it open so they could play the music. Why would somebody go through my phone? I don't have a
like,
woman
who's
in
here
this
that
house.
would, right. But I had my suspicions about him and who I found out about. And I was like, it was less about him and more about her. Because me and her were cool. So I was like, let me check. So I go on the phone.
Cool,
we grew up
at
together.
This point,
we had just reconciled.
At that point, y'all wasn't cool.
Yes, we were. Is that what she told you? Who side you on?
But this is what I'm talking about. But I mean, listen, we didn't. This is like a few years ago.
Yes, this incident.
This is like a few years ago, right? We didn't date since we was like 18. I'm 32.
But it's the principle. He has friends whose names I won't say that pull up in my DMs. I don't overstep that boundary.
Lies.
What? Who?
Lies.
Who? I'm lying?
Bro, you used to vibe with one of my relatives.
I ain't know that was. I ain't know.
Look. Right?
First of all, I deaded it. Once I found out, I was like 2 days later. They had the same last name. I was just
And this was around the time, like right after me and her though.
Yeah, but that never went nowhere. You relax. That literally never went nowhere.
But look at. But
he didn't even know that was his relative.
It's World War II.
But you didn't even know that was your relative.
I did. I always knew them. We just wasn't as close.
Well, how I was supposed to know them if I was around you and they never came around?
Listen. But anyway, you found out.
And
when
I
you found
did
out,
it.
no, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Yes.
But anyway, we have a long history of this kind of shit. All right.
We don't have a long history. We got a history of the shit you do. You know that let that be today's
The shit I did.
Is it okay after you date somebody, many moons later, y'all move on, y'all done probably had 3 relationships after, kids after, for you to date your man's friend or for them to date you? Like, could you?
It wasn't friends, bro.
I feel like she stopped being my friend because she wanted him all along. She was with me on missions. It's not okay. So I could have. It's some people that you're not that close to that I still like. Nah.
Excuse me. She was with you on missions. Can you break that down, please?
When I used to
Can't just act like she didn't say that.
When I used to catch him cheating, she would come with me to go beat bitches up. We would be spying on him. We came up to NEKA, me and all of us.
You know
why
what
you playing ball
behind your back? The Brownsville Avengers.
Yo, bro, that's exactly what they are. They come all sizes, all shades, all colors. They just like the Brownsville Power Rangers.
And everybody was, those was golden times.
You still friends with everybody?
Most of us, yes, except the one that wanted to fuck him.
Whoa. But she would do shit like make friends with women that she knew was interested in.
No. That was after the fact. That was after the fact. Don't make it seem like I'll be friends. Oh, I think y'all might be together. Hey, I would find out they cheat, you was cheating, and then I would be like, oh, hey, girl power, because he's saying it's only you, he's saying it's only me. So let's go over there. And then we join forces, which we become friends.
Go over there.
Bro. Yeah.
Listen, he had some pretty hot girls that I thought was cool. Yeah, girl, you got a good track list. But if neither of us are dating you, why can't we be cool? Like, we don't want you.
But at that time, y'all did.
Oh no, I mean, well.
Like you wrecked my relationship and then made that your friend.
I didn't wreck shit. You wrecked your relationship.
You set me up.
I know who y'all talking about.
You do know.
Yeah.
Like they set me up. Like I mean in the house naked.
Because he told me that she just ends up on his top #1 on MySpace. And he's like,
you one of those niggas? Yeah. This nigga's crazy.
And I'm like, Jose, he's like my friend. We've been dating for years. Like, I never got to be #1 ever. Got to be #1. I still take that personal. And so I hit her up and I asked her. And we were crafty. I was like, I'm gonna say I'm coming over in the morning. I was supposed to go to school. I said I'm coming over. Get undressed. Take everything off. So I go upstairs. He opens the door.
My little horny ass. Yo, gotta keep on. I'll let you tell yourself.
So I call her. I'm like, listen, come upstairs. He's in bed, but naked. Like, he think it's about to go down. She walks in on him. He's just like, look.
But see, she's not really telling it right. Because I should have knew, D. This was at a time when me and this girl was just like scaring everybody away.
I felt like if I can't have him, nobody could. I was like that, so it is.
She was scaring everybody away at the time. And I just knew like, yo, damn, I could not shake it, right? We was together for mad years. Everybody knew that. Everybody was scared to even deal with me because of her. So it came to a point where, all right, we was talking one day. Now I'm involved with the person. And
which I didn't know. Let's make that clear. I did not know.
She tries to make it seem as though, yo, listen. She wanted to set me up. She tells me, listen, I'll leave you alone if you sleep with me.
I don't remember remember it quite like that. I don't know that that's the way that it happened.
I just came from the beach that
I don't
day.
know.
I don't remember.
Maybe I can't.
So now I'm thinking
think.
like.
Wait, hold on.
All I
disclaimer. None of my ex-girlfriends will be sitting on this couch.
Listen, they need to know these kind of things. But so now listen. So now she's like, listen, all you gotta do is, sick me one last time. And I'm like, I could get some pussy to be free and be a free man. Hey, yo, listen, I'm just do this. I didn't know that she would be peaceful with another woman. She was never peaceful with another woman. So at that point, I didn't think I was being set up.
Never got peaceful.
So she said, all right, I'm gonna come to your house tomorrow. I said, all right, cool. Now, the other individual, she has school, so she's not coming. But for some reason,
she took a day off of school.
we put
this one, she's like, I'm on my way. And I'm like, all right, cool. So the other one, all of a sudden, is just blowing my phone up. And I'm not answering. Because now I'm just going to be like, I'm asleep. I ain't see it. She's supposed to be in school anyway. Cool. But then, it's like, I just got off the train, I'll be there. I could see the train station from my crib. Mm-hmm. She taking mad long. It only take 5 minutes. And I'm like, yo, why the fuck is you taking so long? I said, something not right.
You didn't see the car?
You know the crazy thing is?
They drove. I mean, they took
we took the train.
We young at this time.
We tried to go separate ways because we knew he could see. If we both came out that train station, we knew he could see us both come out.
So now, she's taking mad long. And I'm like, yo, why is this person just blowing me up now? All of a sudden, you just want to see me so bad. Something not right. But then I said, again, she's not going to be peaceful like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I finally see her walking by the McDonald's. And I see her kind of looking back. And at that point, I'm like, this is kind of fishy. But then I didn't see the other person. I'm like, nothing happened. Bro, she comes upstairs. No, mind you, she tells me, like, take everything off. Bro, I'm sitting butt ass naked. Shit pointing to the ceiling, bro, like on go mode. I'm ready. She comes in. I left the door open. She comes in. And she like that. I'm butt ass naked, like no socks, nothing. Like I look like I just came out the womb. And
nothing.
Next thing you know, she's like, start kissing me, touching me, and I'm like trying to touch her back, and she's like, no, like you relax. Right, you relax.
Mind you, I'm like not
she
sexual.
was not sexual at this point.
So I'm really like.
Oh, this is why he don't go.
Cause now she's talking some whole. I never.
He's stupid. I never did this before.
All the years that we was together, it wasn't like that. So now, and this is the last time I'm going out with a bang. So I really went out with a bang. This would happen. So she's like, wait, hold on, let me go get some ice. Bro, now I'm on some freaky mode, right? Blood flowing, my shit pointing to the ceiling now. So, next thing you know, she's like, I hear the ice tray cracking, and I'm like this too, I'm just ready. I hear the ice tray cracking, and while the ice tray is cracking, I hear somebody else like, Joseph, this what you doing? I looked up, I just looked back down. And then my shit said, I said nothing. She's like, this what the fuck you doing? Yeah, you caught, whatever. They in the kitchen chilling.
Alright, I'm caught now.
Bro.
No,
they left together, bro.
We left together. It's not the worst part. So he's blowing up the person's phone.
We're gonna beat that.
He's blowing up her phone. And I'm like, you gotta believe it.
I got you.
He's blowing up her phone, so I'm like, she like, yeah, look, he keep calling. He must have called like 50 times. He done with that. He calls my phone. I'm like, yeah, now look, girl, he blowing up my phone. The crew like, look, he want both of us. I picked the phone up. He was like, let me speak to her. Let me speak to her. I was so hurt.
Bro, I literally watched them. First of all, I laid there for a minute. I did not get up. Cause I thought about that. I'm an R&B nigga, so it's crazy. A couple days, I was listening to Down Low Double Life, R. Kelly, and he talked about the two women came in pouring all kind of hot grits and shit on me. So I'm thinking, damn, they about to fuck me up. You know, this one is already crazy. The other one is, I don't know, she just might try to be down. So who knows what's gonna happen. So then, yeah, that was just bad. And I watched them walk together, like just leave together out the window.
Y'all both still cool with the other one?
I mean, I'm not like buddy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cordial.
Yeah, cordial.
But the thing is, y'all do all that to catch me and still.
It wasn't no still nothing because never again.
That's called entrapment.
Crazy.
No, it never. You're bugging.
Yo, bro.
That's called entrapment.
Yo, listen.
You could have beat that. You could have beat that charge in court.
Yo, listen.
Entrapment.
You know what? I probably could have. But yo, my man was like, yo, boy, why you ain't just try to push for the threesome? I say, yo, boy.
You know damn well I was not.
I wasn't even trying to play myself like that.
We would have killed you.
But.
And then since then, I've had no faith in men. Nobody has ever like.
Y'all wasn't.
So.
You know what? I hate when people say that though. Like, oh, y'all was kids. Like, certain shit is really traumatizing. It could fuck with your esteem, your ego. So that should follow. Like, okay, he was a dog. Then you get another dude who's not a dog, but kind of got dog tendencies. Then you get another dude that's probably perfect, but I don't even really trust you because them last two is just like that.
You can't be like that though.
I don't know how not to. Legit.
Be like me.
Don't know. Absolutely not. I don't know how not to. Be like you would be. You are the. You know what's so funny is that he became this lover boy after the fact. He was a dog, as kids are, but he was a dog. And then I hear the stories constantly, and I'm kind of in my head like, that's what you get. That's why that one didn't work out. Oh, where this happened? That's what you get. So I remember one time you called me. We ain't speaking in a long time, and you called me. You was so hurt. And I was like, there for you. I got off the phone. I called all my friends. Like, yeah, this stupid nigga. That's what he get. That's what he get.
You know what? You talking about the one years ago.
Many moons ago.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It's been so many, and I hear every time, and I know when it's not gonna last.
Yo, because this. All right. So the thing is, people don't really know that me and you are still close. Like
we still a family,
you know I mean?
still.
Like, regardless of what.
Do he have any exes that you feel like you fucked that package up?
With him?
Yeah.
No, all his bitches are stupid.
Why they stupid?
You know, I can't say it's one that, not the last one, but the one before that. I kind of felt like I thought that was gonna. She's a decent person.
That's the one. Wait.
Not the last one. The last one. The last one I already knew where that was going. The one before the last one.
Alright.
I had faith in
that.
that.
You talking about the big situation?
I had faith in that one. That's the only one. I was
too.
like, okay, maybe that's a good look. But the rest of them bitches, stupid. Yeah.
But why do you think that? Like, is it you think I can't make a situation?
No, I know stuff about people that you're not gonna hear. I know tendencies. I know
you're not gonna care.
Right. Because that's the thing.
But you're not gonna care because you're blinded. But I'm on the outside looking in, and I can gauge the situation better than you could.
And you feel like the shit that you know about them is stuff that wouldn't work with me.
You know why? Because I know about them and I know you.
That's a fact.
So it's not gonna equal out. Like, I know what's gonna happen before it happens.
And so now you mentioned that you kind of guarded. You felt like I traumatized you or whatever the case may be.
You know, all the young love, not just you in a whole. You was the first person because I was serious with you, but it was a lot. Listen, I talk about this like a lot. Like, the esteem goes down, which kind of builds who you become to a man as you grow older. Like, I was always dark skinned, and people would really play me for being dark. I wasn't, the most wanted, especially when I meet you.
You was
okay. You're talking about before me.
I'm talking about before you.
Okay.
And then we get you get a cute guy. You're like, okay, well, maybe I am kind of cute,
But why do you feel like you weren't wanted? It's just you were scared.
No. I could tell stories where they were literally like, ew, like, no. No, not for nothing. Like, one guy, I asked to prom, and he was like, no, she's mad black with pink lips. I tell the story all the time because that's the standing point of like, dang, I'm dark skinned, like, but it just, so the guy doesn't want you, and then you get the guy that does want you, and you with him, and then he cheats. And then it's like, damn, like, this is kind of, it's nothing different.
Where's that guy now?
Oh, God. All of them is terrible. He can watch this, and he's terrible. I mean, he wouldn't mind. He would love to, but absolutely, like,
You think you're calm now, right?
It feels very good to be able to say that. You did not want me then, don't want me now. Now dark skin is in, melanin is in.
And you know what? And that's a perception that people have of me. They think that I just like the light-skinned girl.
No, but he had a track record with dark skin.
That's what I say.
He has a lot of that. You originally like dark skin.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people just make it seem like I just like the light girl with the...
I mean, that has been your
you know what I mean?
your thing lately. But
I mean, maybe that's... Look, I don't discriminate, right? I don't... White women, everything. Like, I just don't really
You
discriminate.
just like women.
I like women, bro.
It don't matter.
I like a vibe. You feel me? Like...
Yeah, that's how I feel. I like dark men, but my last dude was yellow, like.
So, now, you go into a situation, you're a little traumatized, you're a little guarded, right? What does a man have to do to approach you?
What do you mean, like for me not to
Like, how do you
put that
change a
down?
dude that you're gonna take serious?
Yo, it just happens. I never think,
How
you know,
does somebody
he's
approach you?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I have a perception of you.
I need to know this perception because it seems like y'all think I'm unapproachable.
Brownsville Avenger.
Yeah, but I'm not like, even now, I'm like,
Well, first of all,
Yo,
I'm speaking like eons ago. But
right, exactly.
You
This is not who I am.
60 deep, and it's like, yo, those chicks might flip me.
That was then. And you know, that lives with me. That literally lives with me. Like, I can't go nowhere. People
and it wasn't
like,
even easy for me to get her at 14.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
My brothers is who they are. Like,
First of all, it was just night school. We was in Prospect Heights.
Mm.
I never went to night school. I just knew it was Mixxy. I said, yo, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? You in there, you got your little Vansons on now. So it was one day I'm walking, and you know, back then I just like brown skin with the washing set. I love the little doobie, little rap and shit like that. Little, you know what I mean? You got your little washing set. So she walking, she got the little washing set. She had the little Vanson on. You know what I'm saying? I love that little chicken head look. So boom. So I'm like, yo, you're not gonna slow down? And then she was like, didn't your mother ever tell you not to talk to strangers?
that was smooth at the time. I thought I was
no.
saying some shit.
She was like, well, I'm gonna teach you something. And then she just kept walking. And I'm like, damn. Right? Like, yo, I wasn't used to that. I was the man back then. I'm like, rejection. Nah. So then, I'm like, yo. So then I'm like, yo, you really not gonna slow down? She's like, nah, you could speed up though. Boom. Speed up a little. I walk up to the train station. Talking to her. I'm like, yo, I can get your number? She's like, nah, I'll take yours. I said, fuck. I ain't gonna get it.
You gave it to me.
I gave it to her.
And then it went on the train tracks.
It allegedly went on the train tracks.
It really flew on the train tracks. I know that sounds like some
It
movie.
allegedly
So like you
went on the
back
train
from
tracks.
pen and paper?
She said, I said, yo, let me get your number. She said, nah, let me get yours.
Let's
I'll
take
call
home
you.
house. So I had to do
So I was
that.
like, all right, cool. I ain't get no call. So now the whole week go by. I'm tight.
Waiting by
And
the
you know,
phone.
night school is only 2 days a week, so.
You feel me? And this was the second day, so it was like like the Thursday.
And you had to wait till like
So now
Tuesday.
you gotta wait till Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
So that's a long weekend. You feel me? And then night school
What
is big.
school you went to regularly?
Teachers preparatory.
And
Exactly. It's a nerdy.
now
place.
you don't even know if you're gonna see them again because you like.
You know, night
I
school
just
people be
bumped
dropping
into
there
them.
like they almost.
So the next time I'm in the lunchroom waiting for the class to start, I see her walk in. I'm like, that's that girl right there. We're in the lunchroom. I see her. I don't say nothing. I don't really say much. I see her on the way out of night school. Ran down again. And then that's when she told me, like,
It blew
it blew away or whatever. I gave it to her again. I said, all right. I probably got a chance because she took it again. She probably would have been like, nah, I don't want it. She ended up calling.
I have no recollection of how
She ended
any
up
of this
calling.
went.
And she was just like, I was like, boom, I want that.
He was ready to move in.
She was, yo, listen, I thought about it. You know what it was though? Like, she was just like Brownsville. You feel me? I like that rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Should be a
saying?
vibe.
At that time, it was like, yo, I like that shit. You feel me? I used to like
Until
all
he
the
had
little...
to come see me and walk through all them niggas.
Boy.
Yo, remember we was talking about the building in that episode.
I think I've been in your courtyard twice.
Yeah, I used
but
to.
I've been in front of the building many times.
Yeah.
But going in, it's just like,
There you go.
yo.
Yeah, we
I used to have to come through, then I'd get anxious. Yo, you know how many dudes didn't like me?
Oh God,
Them
I was
two?
just talking about
Those
that with him
two
the other
dudes?
day. I was just talking about that with him.
Those two dudes.
But
you know those
yeah,
two?
I know exactly what you're talking about. We was just literally talking
Yo,
about
so
this the
I
other
never
day.
understood why.
Because he was
why
on-
that nigga didn't like me from
He did
young.
not like you.
I didn't know that
I
nigga.
swear,
Son.
he did not like
He didn't like
He's
me
funny
because
as
of the
fuck.
one that was supposedly your friend.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, you do know who I'm talking about.
You might gotta bleep it because I would hear it.
You do know exactly what I'm talking about. When I used to come to you, they were from your hood,
Yeah.
right? The two dudes that
Yeah.
you had.
Uh-huh.
One of them was your best friend,
Yeah.
right? And the other one,
Yeah.
right? And for years, it always was just like, boy was just moving weird
You
because...
felt like that. They felt like that
of-
about you. You felt like that about them.
Yeah, because boy was trying to move funny. He trying to play the friend thing, but like her. You know what I'm saying?
He
You
did.
but likes her. And then they're trying to make me seem like
You
I'm
like
crazy.
you, or you-
Yeah, she
They-
knew
they-
that.
they-
She knew that, bro. She
This
knew
guy-
that, and
you-
it would still be pushing it like that's my
Yo,
best
till
friend.
this
That's my
day-
best friend.
Because girls are weird like that. Like a girl will know a nigga love her, and she not interested in her.
And
So it's like she don't
cool.
overlook. Like nah.
Like, oh, I can hang with him. I don't like him like that, right?
You know what's so funny is this same person is still the cause of my breakup with the last nigga, like till this day.
Right.
Cause we cool, like, well, we wasn't, whatever, but like, that's like me. You know how like I was, you know how me and Ray was, like me. That's my best. Nobody ever think like. I mean, I don't know if you thought that.
First of all, nah, I didn't think that. That was the bro.
It's
Gotta
Ray.
beat that too.
No, we don't.
That was the bro.
We don't gotta beat him.
That was the bro. So I never thought that. But that other situation, y'all had something.
We did not. We not really.
Yo, listen, let's not. I'm not gonna put that on camera, but you already knew. I knew that,
What did we have?
right?
Yeah,
I already.
let's-
Listen,
Anyway, we not touching no topics here. We just talking
You
about.
can't- you
Like I
can't.
don't want to discuss that no more. I
right?
don't
So
wanna
the
discuss
thing
that.
was, you know what I mean? Like you always tried to make it seem like it was just me, and that was the thing. That's what this episode is about, accountability. That's why we're talking about these kind of things, because it was always me, right? She would do shit to provoke me as well. It's been plenty dudes, bro. It was plenty dudes that was like, it was plenty times where, for instance, she, right, will go, like we'll have a situation, we be, I do something wrong or whatever, cool. We get back together, whatever. She want revenge, right? So
Let me tell
now
you
you
what
got
my-
dudes texting the phone,
Disclaimer.
all this shit.
And he could vouch. At the time, me being a kid, I knew like I'm gonna talk to guys, but as long as I'm not fucking these niggas, I'm good. And so it wasn't like I really cheated. It was just like I'm
Boy.
just trying to make you jealous.
The worst one was when I was on the basketball team, right? The captain of the basketball team, NEKA.
Oh my god.
She goes and have a entanglement with one of the niggas from the Heights.
The other captain.
Oh.
The captain of the other team.
But this nigga is nice, boy. I ain't gonna
He
hold
was
you.
supposed to make
that
it,
nigga,
like-
he would have been in the league if, for whatever reason. He didn't make it, but he was one of them kind of niggas, like, in all the tournaments,
Oh, man.
everybody
I
know in
wonder what
Brooklyn,
he's doing.
all that shit. So I already knew when we played them, we was gonna get
He
an
used
ass
to be
bust,
so-
boy.
it
That
was
nigga
like a movie,
dropped
like,
30
so
every
intense.
time. Right? He got 30, I got like 15, 18, he got 35.
And he got his whole. And y'all always seem to play at their home, they school.
And we always whenever it was at the Heights, it would just be Mixxy.
Yes,
everybody
always.
come out. Franklin, Flatbush,
Barton.
Pretty Mafia. Everybody was just there. You feel me? And it was just like so she goes and she's messing with the dude. You feel me? Right before I got a game against this nigga.
Across his information.
She would do shit. She knew I would go through her phone. She knew I would go through her phone. We used to go through each other's phone like it was hours.
Like it was a
Ready? All right. So now, since we got all these crazy stories and things like that, right? How do you approach? Like I said, how does a guy approach you now? How do you pick who you want to take serious?
I feel like everybody has this perception of me. The last dude I dealt with, he from the hood. And everybody know I don't deal with Brownsville niggas. I love Brownsville, by the way. But I don't deal with them because none of them is worth shit. But everybody's putting in the word, like he's like this, you know. He got this type of head on his shoulders. He just came from this place, you know. He lives here. But I'm like, okay. I was really, really vulnerable because I had just broken up with my daughter's father. So he didn't come. People can't come to me. If you come, like it's gonna be like I have to approach you. Like so, I kind of. He tried to bag me when I was kind of in like the ending of my relationship with my last nigga, and then I approached him literally. Like we stayed up all night. You know that vibe is not there no more. We stayed up all night talking, and I was like, you know, I like him. But the next day he was going back to his country for a few days, and I was like, damn, I was open. So
back to his country. Where you from?
He was visiting his country, the Dominican Republic. So he
you ain't got you a poppy.
He looked black though. He's Dominican
you ain't got you a
Haitian.
poppy.
He is Dominican and Haitian. Yeah, so you know, I kind of was open because even when he was out there, it was just like, you know, all the attention was on me. And I knew, as crazy as it sounds, I was kind of like above what he was used to because he is a hood nigga. And you know, I was like who I am. So he was like open.
It be that different vibe really counts.
It was more of a pedestal that he put me on. I realized that that's the feeling I'm chasing. I don't need to feel more about a man than he does about me because I go crazy, literally go crazy. So I was just like, once he showed me, like I knew like I liked him, and then he liked me more. It was like and like I think that's what it is. Like if you're gonna approach me, you gotta be a little meek. You gotta be a little timid. I have to seem like intimidating to you, like I'm the girl that you didn't think you could ever get. And once I feel like I'm on that pedestal, then you got me.
But see, why he can't feel like you could feel like he's the best thing you have?
You know what's funny is I do feel like he is probably not like in every, not all around, but I feel like he probably is the best person I've had.
I don't know about you. No, I'm playing. But so what happened? Like, all right, at what point did you realize
it won't work?
That actually it would work. Like
when he came home from his tour, because he was away. So when he came home, he was
he was in college.
He was in the Navy.
Okay.
So not away. Okay. He was in the Navy, and he was just chilling. He missed home, so he was just chilling on the block. And I'm like, yo, I don't really deal with dudes that sit on the block all day. This is how I want you to be. When I said that to him and he changed everything like in 2 seconds, I was like, okay, he listens, which eventually that's faded, but at the time he listened. So I was like, all right, so, you know, that's what I was begging for in my last relationship. So this is what he's giving me. What?
Someone to listen?
Someone to do, like, to pay attention. You know, like, not just take what I say and be like, all right, and don't change. He took everything that I said and actually enforced it.
So why wouldn't it work?
Because when I started, so I have my demands of like, listen, I don't want you chilling on the block. You know, I don't want you doing this. You know, take certain stuff serious. And he'd be like, okay, but I don't want you dressing like that. Or, you know, I don't want you with male friends. Or I don't want you, I got a bigger position at my job, which made me start going to work more, you know, professional. And I would stay late because it was more work. And he started thinking I was fucking somebody at work because it was about my work. And I'm like, yo, like, so I can't even be, you know, productive without you thinking I'm doing something. It was that type of control, and it was continuous control. Then for a minute, I let him slow me down, you know, dim me down basically. And then I go through the nigga phone, because you asking me certain things. I go through his phone. Everything he's asking me not to do, he's doing. Every little thing. At which point I was like, you know what, I always wanted this kind of separation between us. You just had to not ask these things of me, and I wouldn't ask these things of you. And we could have just been doing whatever we was doing. But you act innocent and you badgering me. So it just got uglier and uglier until it just got too ugly. And I was like, you know what? We wasted enough time. I don't have a kid for you, we're not married.
So So when do you say enough is enough?
When you gotta feel that. Like, it's not like a time period. You just have to feel like, I'm saying the same things over and over, or you're not taking heed to anything that I'm saying, or I feel like I'm talking to you and then you pointing the finger back at me, like you don't have no. That's when I'm like, yo, that's it. I'm sick of arguing.
And you feel like it was just really all him?
Nah, I never said that. I'm taking accountability for my parts in it. Because I gave him the impression. My thing is that you have to give, people ultimatums. I can't string you along and be like, well, I didn't really notice it. You decided to do it. So, no, I have to tell you, this is what I'm going to do. If you're not going to want to deal with it, then you need to walk away. But if you're going to deal with it, I don't want to hear about it. And I play blind to everything the entire time. Like, no, what are you talking about? But I don't think he liked me like that. Or, I'm playing like, or yeah, no, be with me and I'm going to stop. But, I'm really, I take that was what it was in the beginning of the relationship. But now it's like, we so bumping heads, like we have one day good and then it's the same way you have one good day and then y'all arguing, you like, yo, we was just doing good. Like when that became more frequent, I was like, yeah, nah, let's just forget it.
But I had a conversation like that too with one of my homegirls, like, yo, you can't force certain situations. Like once it's over, it's over.
You have to let it be over.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's still gonna eat you up. Right? Like the stuff that y'all go through.
That's how he feels. For me, I'm so like, somebody literally called me apathetic yesterday because I don't, it's like something in me that don't emote, and I be thinking I'm like really like you see people in the movies like on their knees begging, and that's how I be feeling. I be like, but no, like please come back, like, and I'm like, yo, like why am I like this? Like,
so you don't do that?
No, I can't. Yeah, I can't be like, I always feel like, all right then, whatever, bye. Like, I can't like fuck out of here, like go.
And that's
what you're doing.
See,
like,
but that's when you know that a situation really ain't for you.
You know why? You know why? Because I like it's something that turns you. The people that could get out of one relationship and go into the next one freely. Yo, I commend y'all.
Peace and blessings.
I commend y'all because I've been so like fucked up in my relationship. Yo, I remember one incident. Was the nigga moved away. I felt like, okay, well, we still going, work on us. Mm-hmm. His birthday was coming up, and I was already feuding with this other bitch that he didn't even really like, but because I found out about her, it's something in that drew them together. So what you said?
I said, look at you.
I'm the one mending relationships. See, he his birthday was coming up. He wanted this one thing, and it was so expensive. Like, so expensive that my savings I emptied out to get him this one thing. Mm-hmm. Like a dummy, because I wanted to win. So I'm like, oh, I got this for you. I'm going to bring it to you. He like, nah, my boys is coming. It's an all boys weekend. Don't even worry about it. Give it to so-and-so. I give it to so-and-so. Do you know? So now I'm driving. I don't know where I'm coming from. I see he posts a picture. And the thing that I bought him, he in the picture with the next bitch with it on. Do you know what that did to my sanity? I had to pull over. Like, I literally pulled into like a parking lot and I just screamed it. I was like, at this point, I gotta kind of like relax what I'm feeling. That shit stressed me out so bad. So much so that even when it was time to like be back together, I wanted to because I wanted to win.
Right. You just didn't want it to end on his terms.
Or even because of somebody else. Like, right. I didn't want her to even get that W. So I forced it for many, many, many moons, knowing that we was already broken. Like, you did that, and somebody could. And me and this girl beef for. I still don't know what I'm gonna do if I see her. Like, me and her beef for forever, and then for us to, I'm still with you. And then another incident, so terrible, and I very rarely tell the story, but I catches him at some spot. He makes me come. We a family. He makes me come, and I catch him at a spot with the next bitch. And so, because I'm already dining there. And then this is the bitch birthday dinner. And I'm going to the bathroom. I see him at the table with the men's is, yo, like that deep.
Yeah, you know what? I don't feel so bad no more. You know what? I didn't turn you into a savage.
Yo, no, it's an accumulation, absolutely.
Listen.
So boom, that ain't the crazy part.
Damn.
I say, so now I'm like, yo, come here. I black out. I'm by myself now, and I know like, this mad bitch, these bitches can fuck me up right here, but in the back of my head, I'm like, he's gonna jump in. He comes to me and he goes, could you leave? I'll pay for your food. Could you just leave? Like tells me to leave. Tells me to leave.
Where was this sucker ass NEKA at when I needed her?
I had my kid with me.
Right?
I had my kid. I was just so vulnerable and so sad because even the bartenders was giving me free shots, so I drove.
I was getting abused.
I drove.
I was getting punched in the face and knife to my.
But I became a mother. You become a mother. You get
kind
softer. So now I'm drunk and I'm driving with my kid in the car, and it's this spot like I gotta use the bathroom. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta pull over. And I just like drove down a one way with my kid in the car. That's how drunk and like fucked up I am. At which point, like it turned off. Like I have not been ever like open, affectionate, nothing since. Cause I think that was the day like I was a legit broken. So people be like, yo, like why you like anybody that I talk to? They're like, why you like this? Like what happened to you? And I'm like, I wasn't like abused as a kid or nothing. But trauma is not just abuse.
Right. No,
like
it's not.
Physical
abuse. It's just real things.
It's real things that has happened.
But I think the reason why I still be willing to go into situations and still give love and be all of this is because, like, I mean, what's the worst that's really gonna happen?
That feeling, that very
and as I think as you deal with toxic situations, let me not even say just toxic situations. As you deal with relationships and shit don't work, you kind of also get a little numb as well.
Yeah, and I think I'm like super numb. Like I still feel like, yo, look, I could still try to love a woman. I could still be into them and give it my all, but I'm gonna take less shit this time, right? It's gonna be more of my way, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna let you, the first time you start fucking up and shit like that, now you're gonna get a different me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just tone it down.
But what's
type
the point?
Shit. I'll continue in that, right?
Yeah,
Why compromise myself
exactly.
to do that, right? Nah, but that's the thing. It's either it's gonna start to turn right back around and I'm gonna feel how I feel about you again, or I'm not, and we just gonna have to let it go.
I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where a fuck up happened and then it was able to turn back to before
and
the fuck up happened. Like, right. So it's kind of like once the fuck up happened, you gotta go.
It's over, right? And that's the shit that's spooky. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just jump into a relationship, because you don't know somebody until you live with them. And I'm gonna say that every episode.
But you know what you
every
what
y'all live together?
No, we didn't end up together. We was mad young. It was kind of like that though, like.
Yeah, I was always but I feel like damn, I lost my train of thought.
Damn,
I had a good one.
We was really outside at a young age.
Very young. And then our mother.
I knew I liked her too though, because it took me a year to hit that.
1 full year. It was.
Did you wait like you counted the days?
I was a virgin,
it wasn't
so
even it wasn't even like hard kissing or touching and all that kind of stuff. It took a while for even that. It took like 6 months to get to that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
And then she just went crazy.
But I went crazy because imagine like that was kitty shit. Like I value my body and then this nigga come and just ruin me. Like, fuck you. I wanted to make him suffer for so long. I felt the vengeance for any dude that I dated, except my last dude.
You did though. You did.
Absolutely.
You did. She made sure she came close to home.
Wait, what?
You made sure you came close to home.
That was who?
All of them.
No.
All of them.
Who's all of them? You didn't even know him. Like,
all of them. I knew them all.
Just because you went to school with him? Like what? You didn't even know him.
I didn't.
You did not know him.
Yeah. I mean, listen, even that. So now, you not into that relationship anymore, right? How long does it take for you to get one? How do you get into one? Do you build first? Or
that's the thing, like it's been just like, so like I had 3 impossible boyfriends in my life.
Maybe she got one waiting in the stash, remember? Because we said in the first episode that you kind of have the next person lined up when your relationship is at the end.
The crazy thing is I had no lineup. I had no lineup. Like I didn't know. Like that's why it lingered on for so long, because I felt like, oh, this one ain't gonna be like that. This one's, I was trying to I wanted something different, but I needed still that feel of him. So I was just like, yo, all these niggas is dirties in my DMs. I could choose, like, but I was like, nah. And then time goes on, and then he got a line up. Like, I'm like, fuck it. So now I don't have nobody that I was like, that it's gonna be him.
And that shit hurt though. Like, as much as a nigga could have a lineup, once your girl start getting a lineup, right? Or your ex start getting a lineup, you start being like, fuck.
I know. Let me tell you, I never.
That's when you turn into Drizzy, bro. And
you
it's
start,
like, yo,
you start watching her every page, like
you
on her friends'
when
pages.
you got hoes. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? He never, he not like a.
It's funny because I have a completely different perspective from what y'all are saying.
Do tell.
You don't think so?
Because no, I don't know. Like I'm in that lineup.
Oh,
so,
you are.
So it's like you looking on her page and you're like, who got red seats?
Right. No, I think even for me though, like even with him being free, like I'm not lying, I'm checking his page too. Like I need to see who, you know, and like I said, he from the hood, so I know I feel like none of your bitches is gonna be like me. But
until
then
he get one,
bitch that's like me,
and then you like shit.
Damn, like, but it's yet to happen. I mean, if so, he would never post it because he's never. Like we wasn't. If you're not about posting, if you're not public with him, he's not gonna be public with you. And
how do you feel about that?
For me, you know probably vaguely like who he is because you know I express it, but nobody don't know him because I like to keep that. I don't need nobody jumping up the wood where it's like, oh yeah, you know I used to fuck him. I literally have one girl right now.
So I'm saying, so you don't like the posting?
I don't do it. We gotta have some sort. You see, I'll post my baby daddy. That's my family. Like, I'll do that type of relationship, but like a dude that even if it's my boyfriend, I just don't need that right now. Like,
why are you against it?
You posting like a shoulder tattoo, like
if his head is down, I'll post something like that. Like, you know, I'll post his hair and he's nothing to be. I think he's like the illest person ever, but I just don't want that for me.
Nah, I get it.
Now, why are you against it? Are you against it because you feel like the outside people are gonna try to fuck it up?
I feel like you never know who's what. It's so many, like niggas are embarrassing. It's so many people that y'all know that's in relationships and they niggas is in my DMs. I don't want that for me. So before we go there, don't post me because I might be responding and I won't post you.
And see, and that's what I always say. Women always be like, listen, it's not because I think somebody's gonna embarrass me. Yes, that's exactly what it is. You're
gonna get niggas.
You say girls are embarrassing?
I think absolutely. So let's not post each other because I'm sure any nigga that posts me that I would deal with that knows me, they'll probably like, oh, she used to fuck with my son, or oh, you fuck with her. It's always a story. It could be good, but it's always a story. To avoid that, just don't.
Yo, you know it's crazy because women crucify me for saying this shit.
And you know why? Because if I post her and we had our baby shower, niggas is not gonna be like, look at your smart ass baby moms. They gonna have a little more respect because you seeded that up. But when you just with a niggas gonna try to put you on before it get there.
If the nigga like this, his friends might be like, yo.
I see a lot of baby showers with no daddies.
Yeah.
Single chick baby showers.
Yeah, and that's why you need to know.
Mix.net on baby showers.
Yeah. No, but that's true. Like, me and my homegirl have this at least like I promise you, at least like twice, 3 times a week. Niggas embarrassed. They are embarrassing.
Listen, but I get that, right? But why you in a relationship with somebody, or why you trying to build something with somebody that you feel is gonna embarrass you?
No, you never walk in with that feeling. You just taking precautions.
Look, this is my thing.
Give me an example of something embarrassing that. Like
these niggas be doing?
Yeah.
Literally, like 2 days ago, nigga DMs me on Snap. And then, I can't wait till he watches this too. He DMs me on Snap. And then he says, you don't miss me, NEKA? I said, yo, get the fuck out. Whatever, I have the screen cap. I have the screen cap and I send it to my homie.
Let's get it.
Y'all can bleep out the names.
Let's get it.
I literally have the screen cap where I say, I gotta go to it.
Right, she bleeping it out.
Yeah, I'm like, bleep, but I know I have to show y'all that. And I don't care. Y'all can see it. The camera can't see it, but y'all. Now you know I'm not gonna put men's business out there because I don't know who, you know.
Listen, women embarrass niggas too though. Because
why would he have a girlfriend or something?
He has a girlfriend, and you know what's so funny is that he just came out with a girlfriend. Like niggas didn't know he had a girlfriend. And then he just comes out with this girlfriend. So we laughing in the group chat. Oh, this nigga got a girl, but he be like this. You're jokey. So I said, okay, whatever.
And you know it's crazy because I always have that conversation. Like, yo, listen, people don't think, yo, you be in group chats.
Yo, what?
Women think they don't be in group chats. They always think like,
he said, NEKA, you don't miss me. I said, please, if you don't go to fuckhead, because you have a girlfriend. I'm not gonna show you a man's, but you have a girl. So now I send it to my homegirl. Like, this nigga's embarrassing. But this is how we say it. Embarrassing nigga episode such and such. Because y'all niggas is embarrassing. I won't be. This girl probably has no idea.
That should be the name of this episode. Y'all niggas is embarrassing.
Y'all niggas is embarrassing. And I won't. She and the girl is fire. Yo, I seen her. You know how you can hate on a nigga. I see. I'm like, yo, she is bad. And you, like, why you doing this to her?
I feel like sometimes that just be a stroke of a nigga ego. Like, you see what's going on with her.
Yeah.
But, so you need your bitch not making you feel good enough? Like, why you need why you need me to make you feel good?
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Listen, sometimes you have dudes that just want to pop up and make sure he's still relevant in your life to see what kind of hold he still have on you.
We dealt not to the intimate level, but we got something, like, I don't know, I have a lot of, like, we had situations prior. So now I'm floating, I'm single, and you think it's your time to pull up. Nigga, you're not. Like, why are you here? So, and then,
because he might think that you still with the shits.
I was never with the shits. He never could get,
you
like,
grown now. He might feel like you with the shits now. You know what I'm saying? As you get older,
and you know what's crazy is that when I found out about his girlfriend, I was like, damn, like, that's kind of crazy. Like, even when I had a man, he's like constantly trying. Men's never stop. And then you just pull up, like, and I just found out you had a girl last week.
But that's the
she just went all out for you, and now you, like, why you here?
So he had cancer or something.
I don't know his son.
Pretty much a cancer. But
I don't know his son.
Yo, that was crazy.
But that's the thing, right? And
because Derek is laughing, and I know
I just pieced the puzzle together.
I'm sure you did. So now,
this is. I'm probably gonna have I got a lot of sisters, bitches. Don't try to come for me.
I know what you're talking about. I do, but
I want you to tell me.
No, I do know what you're talking about because I saw it too. But it's funny that he caught that too. Now that if he didn't say that, I wouldn't have caught it who it was.
I wonder, you gotta bleep that out, because if y'all caught it, then everybody can catch it.
I definitely caught it because you never see this person with a girlfriend. So it was kind of.
I mean, but that's a lot of niggas though. It's a lot of niggas that's the case for. So you can't subject it to one.
But you know what though? It's not our fault. Some women make it easy for niggas to do that kind of shit.
What?
You feel me? Chicks be with the shits. You got chicks that's with the shits that make niggas feel like they can do these.
You know the crazy thing though is that why you think it's me that's what I don't ever give you that. Or maybe I do. Maybe I'm blinded to it, but I don't give you play when I think you single, nigga. Why you think I'm gonna give you play when you got a girl?
Damn.
You know what? That's damn. That was a bar right there. That was a bar right there. But you know niggas love a challenge. Niggas love a challenge, right?
I don't like challenges.
I want it out.
But nah, listen, because you have these you got certain kind of niggas, bro, that they just like that challenge. When I say a challenge, it can be a messy challenge.
That's my thing, like, yo.
Some niggas just don't care, bro. But that's why I don't be running down on nobody like that. You feel me? I don't get into. I don't be just sitting there trying to reach out to chicks in the inbox and all that shit. I don't do that all day. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that I would be in your inbox. And if I'm in your inbox, I know you previously from somewhere.
And that's my point. When I say niggas are embarrassing, people will be in your inbox. Literally, niggas be in your inbox and just post. They girl just posted them like, "Oh, happy Father's Day to my love," or today for their birthday, happy birthday.
But like, you don't feel like sometimes girls do shit like that, like to mark their territory.
It's not my job to figure it out though. It's not like I want your nigga. You know what I mean? Maybe that's nothing to do with me. I'm not chancing that because I don't. He's in my DM. So what do I care about why she's posting it, nigga? I just saw her post it, which means please seen at XYZ time. Why are you in my inbox? deep that, and yo, literally, and one person I was just so, because I thought he was cool, like, you know, and then he just makes a compliment like that was just a little over, and I'm like, come on, like, really, you had to fuck it up. I like your girlfriend, like, she's really nice, and you just going, really?
Like, you know her?
Like, I know her, like, me and her not friends, but like, I know her, and I know him, like, I know his friend, like,
right.
why me? Like, come on, I have a twin sister. Like, what? Fill up on her shit. She don't know none of y'all niggas. Not that she would get him any play either, but like, why me? Like, niggas kill it, and that's what niggas are embarrassing.
But but women do that shit too, though. Women entertain niggas on the low. Women definitely entertain niggas.
And women
y'all
are
like
very rarely pulling up on a nigga to entertain.
Let me tell you something, cause y'all know that these dudes is like just trying to be sneaky, right? And you'll still talk to him. You'll still let him make certain kind of comments. You ain't shutting him down, right? So what's the difference?
Well, who? Like, I don't think it's one man.
You're not cursing the nigga out in your inbox, right?
Who's not?
You gonna sit there and you gonna be like, you gonna sit there and be like,
who's not?
LOL.
Who you saying that to?
LOL.
Like, no,
you know
LOL nothing.
Chicks be like, all right, so yeah, you are Tupac. You always been Tupac.
No, it's not. I feel like it should
like,
be.
always
she don't
was
even
Tupac.
joke with me
Tupac.
like when I write her in her inbox. Like,
Right.
And I just.
And I know he did. He is so love. Like,
Yeah, but you also like a dude though.
that's
you know what I'm saying?
like, what is that?
There's no kiki.
Like you was always just tough. You know what I mean?
No, I just feel like.
So even though we was in a relationship, I had a whole girlfriend. She wore the pants. You feel me? Like she wore the pants. Like that's who she was. So.
And you know what's so funny is that goes like I always been this big strong alpha female, for lack of a better word, and then I get this guy on my last, and I was totally controlled. And you know he don't even see it. Like everybody's like, yo, like you, like no, yes me, like totally, because I was like, yo, he loved me this type of way, I gotta be this type of way. That shit did not work. Change for no one ever in a relationship. Be you. Like if it's not stunting your growth, be who you are.
But you just said that you was telling son, yo, don't do this,
right?
Don't go there. Like that's
and
changing.
It's
you changing for the better.
For the better. But what does me having male friends have to do with my growth? Or what is me going out? What does me working late have to do with my growth? Literally, innocently working late, and you like, nah, you can't. You're not doing all that because why you staying at work with?
Can he have female
friends? Absolutely. Like I have no problem with that. He would go out and I'd be like, oh, who y'all around? Like, if y'all with y'all, right, I'm not that type. I have not been that type because I was that type. But you're gonna do what you want to do whether I know about it or not. Just don't let me find out. He could do it. I never even care. Like him and his friends be having little parties and bitches pull up. I'm not worried because I was so secure with how he loved me that I just didn't care. Like I knew nobody could get next to him. So I thought. And then he got.
So let me ask you this. So like, what you call him, cheating or something?
I didn't catch him cheating. So back in, for the whole time we've been dating, it was just like, yo, he was trying to change who I was. It was just like, go to work, be a mother, be my girl. Like it was nothing in between. You cannot have friends.
This your baby father?
No.
This is the boyfriend.
This is the next nigga.
Okay.
My baby father. See, my baby father could demand shit like that. Cause I'll say any day. You know how I am about him. Like. He's a stand-up nigga. Like, he could say anything. If he wasn't a cheater, I would probably be with him still. But even him, it's such shit that he fed my mind. Like, I was just like, he's a stand-up. Then I get with the next nigga who seemed I had to, get somebody better. And then for a minute, it was just like, don't do this. Don't do that. You can't do that. Like, why you like the picture?
But he didn't come with guys that they like.
Right. And that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. I liked him, so I was just like, all right. Oh, you don't want me to do that? No, yeah, no, sure, no problem. Oh, don't do that? Okay, yeah. And sometimes he would have to pull my arm, like, don't. But eventually what happened? And the very things he was asking of me, he was not doing.
Do you feel like whoever he was entertaining, like, do you feel like it was a step up? Or?
No. I don't even think he liked her. I don't even think he liked her. It was just a principle for me. I know the girl, so it's like, and when I first started talking to him, he was talking to her 3 years ago. So I'm like,
she's just like one of those lingering girls.
Just there, just like some you probably would have put her in your lineup if I hadn't come along.
Right.
Like if I wasn't around, she would have been his next choice. So I just kind of, when I found out, I'm like, yo, don't talk to her. Like, it was no threat to me because I wasn't impressed with her. But now I see their conversation literally last year, like October, and I'm like, yo, I told you not to talk to her, like, you know, because at that point we had like a little break. So then he started talking to her. I was like, okay. Then I just found out the night that I'm up till 2 in the morning, like, should I look through his phone? No, girl, don't do it. Go back to bed. I fall asleep, wake up at 4. I'm like, well, I'm waking up at 4. God want me to look through his phone. Because while I woke back up,
God wanted you to just drink some water and just chill out.
I go through his phone. The conversation is deleted. Niggas, and this is to help y'all out. If you don't unsave that conversation, even if you go into this person's Snap and I pull down on the bar, the messages are still there.
Niggas is creeping on Snap.
So
yo, I don't use Snap no more,
that's what the app is for.
I don't
So
use
like
Snap no
he's
more.
talking to her and it's nothing crazy. Like it ain't like, yo, let me lick your ass. But the fact that you still communicating with her, she's so close to home. I'm like, yo, I give him an ultimatum. Like, listen, if you can, mind you, we not together, but we still fucking. Cause I wasn't, you know. So I'm like, you talk to her still, you're done. I don't want nothing to do with you because I don't want bitches to be able to say, oh, I know who NEKA nigga is. And this will be my first kind of embarrassment and it's literally local. He's like, I said, don't say nothing else but okay. If you say anything other than okay, then you're done. He goes, okay, but I want you to stop having male friends or something to that. Like, all right, I want you to stop being so friendly. What's friendly to him though is people will comment my pictures and I'll like it, or you know, if it's my homeboys and I'll be like,
it depends though. If the dude is like putting the slobbing face under his shit and then you like it,
I don't respond to comments.
Right?
Like I gotta
because
know
those are the
you.
comments that the niggas is gonna jump on.
This is my friend. That's 2 responses.
And like that's friendly. If he was to read that, he could never feel like, oh, she trying to fuck with him. Like fuck out of
She
here.
ain't even like this, bro.
That's and nothing you could say about that would be he be like, nah, he trying to fuck with you. Like no, not everybody wants to fuck me. Like nah, you think these niggas your friends? They all want to mess with you. I'm like, no, they don't.
But you know what it is? He probably had a woman before.
No. He will go. That's it.
Like
In his
that.
arguments, every time he has an argument, he says he does not have to get this out of. He never had to go through this. All his women are submissive, but with me, it's just like, oh, well, why you gotta have male friends? What does that do for you? I'm like, yo, I knew these niggas since forever. I ain't fucked them before you. Like, what makes you think I'm gonna do it after?
You know what? And see, that's the difference. Being that you knew these guys before, it should be a pass. You know, but you have some chicks, but you do have some chicks who are gullible and naive like that.
And that's
right?
what you think I am.
That
Like,
just
come on,
think like, oh, these guys just want to be my friend, right?
Yeah.
You have some. I know females that like that. You feel me? Like I dealt with a female like that, and that's why it was kind of stalling because it was like, oh, this guy just wants to be my friend, right? How when your homegirl is just fucking one of his mans, right? So now you think the rest of them, and now y'all all linking up.
You an accessory.
Exactly.
Someone trying to
Right? Somebody
off.
else is gonna try to link you. And she's like, oh no, let's link them. They, not even just for the fun. Bitch, you just want to have fun. Excuse my language. You feel me? And it was just like, and I don't mean to say bitch. I hate women calling the women bitches, but the bitches love it. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, I was just like, yo, you can't be that dumb. You feel me? And sure enough, it's like,
But this is
the
my
dude is
thing.
asking about her. So you have some chicks that act like they're just dumb to the situation. They know it, right? Because if it was me, you'd be sitting there ready to smack me and shit like that.
I think it's so important though, like that we are allowed to have friends of the opposite sex.
For sure.
Everything is
for
so
sure.
sexualized. Like, why can't I like have a male friend? Like, what?
Because people don't respect boundaries.
People don't respect,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
you gotta. But if you respect me and you trust me enough, you would understand. Like, if he tries to overstep that boundary, then I'm gonna shut that shit down, and I'm gonna, you know, and you'll be
But now,
notified.
are you gonna and that's the thing, right? Because
You gotta
he has
know-
to trust you. He
you
has
have
to
to
trust
know
you
who you're
enough.
dealing with.
He has to trust you enough to feel like you would shut that down and you would cut that off.
It's
right?
not my job though. If nothing has happened in the relationship to give you that impression, it's not my job to prove that I'm not that. You know that's not
a
gonna
fact.
happen. Like, it's either you trust me or you don't.
But
Give me enough rope.
You can't be mad if somebody's guarded, right? Because you don't want to wait for something to happen. Right? So you're going to do everything that you could to prevent that from happening. So that's what he's doing.
But what about the person on the other end of the stick? You're pressuring me. You are literally worrying about something that has not happened yet. Like, you walking outside with the umbrella on a sunny day.
That's
like,
a problem
come on.
I've had too. Like,
that is ridiculous. I'm not here to mend your insecurities. Like, anybody that comes to me, you come to me. I trust you already because you've done nothing to me for me not to trust you. Once you do something, of course, but like, how am I gonna make you, break down a wall that you didn't fucking build? Like, that's not your job. Like, it's not your barrier to take down. So I don't think that's okay. And I cannot sit here and say like I wasn't the cause of like his insecurities, because in the beginning of our relationship I was on some I don't want a relationship. That's not what I'm doing. And of course, I'm saying I don't want a relationship, but we doing everything where I'm allowing all this relationship. Y'all meet your parents. You taking me out. You spending the bag. You literally checking like it's.
So you was being a nigga.
I was, but I made it clear. I don't want that. Whatever it is that you want, I don't want that. I'm still accept all this shit, but I don't want a relationship. At which point he gave me an ultimatum, like, either you with me or you not. Actually, he didn't even say that. He said, "Bitch, I'm done with you." And I was like, "No, all right, I'll get it together." And then we got together, and it was just mayhem. Which is why now I'm like, I can't do relationships. It's not a nigga that's just.
Would you be open to entanglement?
Yeah, that's the line I'm on right now. He get his shit together, I might be with him. But right now, like, there's nobody else that's, like, I don't see me meeting somebody new and then doing this shit all over again, like.
But why backtrack?
The saying that you don't find the same feeling twice.
Absolutely.
And I've had 3 and a possible major relationships where I got a feeling
What is a possible?
Alright, so it wasn't long enough to be like, oh, like, my relationships last for years. I was with him 4 years. I was in the person after you for like 8 months, which is the conda, and I never even was like, oh, that's my boyfriend, but I felt for him. Then I get to the next person, whose names we won't say.
I know that.
In respect of his marriage. So, and then had a 7-year relationship. And then I think we would say like 8 years, matter of fact. Then I go and I have a 3-year. Like, it was just a lot. I was like, oh man, this is.
Does that get discouraging? Like, putting in so much time
and then not working out. You want to know something though? Aside from the relationship I had with you, every other relationship has not worked because of me. And I can admit that.
Accountability.
Right.
I can admit that.
Accountability.
I can admit that I never was like, it's something I did. Like, it's one way or another. And I'm not saying, oh, this one cheated because of me, but I did something to kind of make it like I wasn't serious about it.
Now, tell me, what do you like in a man? What do you look for in a man?
That's
right? We talked about all the relationships.
When I listened to your last podcast, I feel like this
we talk about what we
up.
like, right? We talk about what we like. We like the white nails. We like the red lips. D likes the nice brown skin.
The natural hair.
Right. All that kind of thing. We like those kind of things.
Like features
what do
personality.
Women like? Let's get into the mind of a woman.
The mind of a woman. Okay, so.
Podcast coming soon.
Right. It's very. It wouldn't even make sense. The woman's mind is so complex. But for me, like the last dude I had, he was so attractive because I don't like light-skinned people, by the way. But he if we gonna go features wise, he's like bigger than me, a little husky, nice smile, and I was like, okay. And then the stories that people told about like the type of dude he was, ambitious, and, he goes out and he does this. I'm like, okay, that's my forte. Because with my last nigga before him, if I could take every structure, so if I could take the good, ambition with my dude before that one, and put it into this one as far as like, because with my first one it was like I couldn't be
trying to build a man right now?
No, I'm trying to think of the characteristics. With him, it was just like I want you to be great. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna give you this idea. This is how we gonna build together. This is what we gonna do. But I don't really have time to adore you as a woman. So I got a business partner. I'm gonna make you like this, but I can't really, it's no admiration for you. We business partners. I don't really look at you like that. We building together, and for me, that wasn't enough. And at which point it became a control of down his path. Like, I want you to do this so that we can build here. Like, what about what I want to build? That's why we didn't work out. Now with this dude, it's like, you think you would drink my bathwater if I like it was admiration. Like, he thought I was the baddest thing walking. That's the attention that I wanted, but he lacked the ambition. It's like he got comfortable. Not to say that he has a good life. He did what he did as far as the Navy goes to build this path, but it was enough for him. And I'm like, nah, like, what about this? You say this is what you're using this for? Like, let's do this. Let's sign up for this seminar. Let's do, and it was like, nah, I'll figure it out. I'll do my own thing. And I'm like, you don't want to build, but the hype was what he was into. So for me, it was like, if I could build the ambition with the looks, and you gotta be a lot of goofy, like, that's my ideal man. Like, somebody that's just allows me to be me, and I'm just like as comfortable with them being them. I think that's like, well, thanks. Well, I mean,
I call Cat. Where's the money?
What money? None of the dudes that I got with originally had money.
Where's the money? Where's the jewelry? Where's the cars? With all that? Like, let's talk about it.
If you drive, yeah, that's cool. But I don't care about, like, no dude that I have gotten with was like, with the exception of the guy after you, like, had money. Like, none of them, not that they was broke, but it was regular money. That wasn't like, oh yeah, he's flashy, Those type of dudes be the dudes that you gotta worry about getting in their car because they might get shot up. I'm good on that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Like, so and you don't know me, any dude that I was really with, you don't know me to have like a known nigga. The nigga after you didn't really know him. After him, you knew him because y'all was like, but he was quiet and a fucking 9-to-5er. He just became like who he is. And then the last nigga, you don't have the slightest idea who he is. Ain't no money, no flashiness. That's not my type of nigga.
Alright. Now I'll just be
and
running
a disclaimer: every dude that
think.
I've been, every relationship I've had, which was 4, all of them are successful. So.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's probably me. It's probably me.
That's good to know.
You're welcome.
But now, let's talk about some topics.
Alright, so I think Tory Lanez tried to get frisky with Meg, and she started to assault him, and he had to shoot her to get off of him.
I think that's absurd. Listen, Tory Lanez could do no wrong. Like I said on Twitter and Facebook, bitches do be deserving leggies.
What could a woman do to deserve to get shot in the leg?
Listen, your last bitch deserves to get shot in the fucking leg.
You know what?
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
I mean, listen. That was... Yo, look. You know what? About that, I don't even really... I'm not even mad at Shorty.
Yeah, you don't seem to hop in.
No. We're not going to dive into that.
We're not. So, like, even that, like, that's just... I'm good on that. But a woman to deserve a leggy?
What? Yo, bitches is ruthless. Like, what do you mean?
I don't think that's what happened. I think somebody probably tried to run down on them, and he had
Now
to
that
shoot back.
I think I seen it all happened in the crib or some shit. Maybe he was rushing her to the hospital. That's why they was like running late and shit.
I don't know. That's a weird, cause they look like it was like a pool party. Cause the
it was at like a party or
and
something. It was at a party.
Yeah.
It was at a party.
And wasn't it like
It said
Instagram or
that
something?
it supposedly started from an argument in a party and whatnot, and
then they said that the eyewitnesses said it was a guy in this type of car. He looked like this.
they was in the car.
And they immediately found him.
Yeah.
What?
Speeding.
They said that nobody is coming forward. They know what happened, but they refuse to like say anything.
Because his career would be done.
Nah, I don't care. I'm still listening to his music.
I don't want to do it.
This is Tory. Like, I'm still listening to his music.
So you listen to R. Kelly?
Right now, what?
You listen to R. Kelly?
Tory, we gonna compare Tory to R. Kelly? Really? That's what we doing?
Yo, he shot a woman.
I'm sure it was by mistake. Right now, I'm heavy on Kehlani, Tory, Brent Fayez. That's my guy. You got Black, like that. I don't know, that mellow type thing.
About Division. You ever listen to them?
DVSN? You know I listen
Division.
to them. This DVSN.
It's Division.
It's DVSN. Not no Division.
Yeah, everybody knows that. It's Division.
Whatever.
That's why you see the Division song.
It's an acronym.
For what?
Division.
Not an acronym, but it's broken up.
That's why you see the Division song.
Well, that's how
I
I
like
listen
them.
to DVSN.
Their music is like honest music. Their music reminds me of a podcast. Right? Like it's just like an honest.
It flows.
It's just
Each
an
song
honest
goes into the next
conversation,
one. Yeah.
And it's like you saying the shit that you would want to say.
Yeah,
But people aren't patient enough for you to say that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you listen to that, you be like, yo, this shit is really a Bible.
It is. I clean up to them. That first album reminds me of.
Well, you got soft, right?
did.
Throughout the years. You got soft,
did.
and that's good to see.
What was your playlist like?
With him?
Yeah.
Mr. 8701.
I was Usher back in the day, bro.
Yes. I
She was
think
on my
even
mind.
into like Trey Songz era.
He definitely was always on some
Yeah.
shit.
Trey Songz. Yo,
Where's that music when you used to be a singer?
I wasn't a
He used
singer.
to be
I used
a
to rap.
rapper.
Okay.
I lost that laptop, right? And I used to really have fun with that, bro. Like, you couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna be the next biggest thing.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I used to open up for artists when I was in college. We used to go to other schools and perform and shit like that. We used to go on the radio and all that stuff out there in Buffalo. So to come back home and start from the New York mix that don't know me as like a rapper,
Yeah.
that was gonna be hard. You feel me? And then I wasn't no little dirty, ugly nigga. So they was gonna hate. You feel me? Like, nah, it wasn't gonna work like that. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave that shit alone. Then I had a baby and it was just like, you know.
You focus on that.
Yeah. But you came through.
I came through what?
You came through. I'm saying you came through to the podcast.
I did.
Right? You are different, you know.
What?
You are soft. I guess it's because you're a mom. That's dope. Though.
It is. It definitely is because I'm a mom.
That's dope.
Like immediately, like after I became a mom, I'm like, I gotta tone it down. Everything is not aggression.
I don't believe that.
I didn't say I stopped. I said I toned it down.
I seen a girl once in front of Apollo's and she was having a heated exchange with another young lady. And one of her friends is like, yo, your daughter. And she's like, my daughter is not here. I'm going to drag this bitch.
Wait, you talking about somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, I don't remember that incident. I have no. That's kind of true though. But I don't think about it like in a she's not here. I think like I'm gonna drag her and then I'm gonna go to jail, and then I'm not gonna have her. So I need to slow down a bit. It's been many incidents.
So you have a daughter.
Okay.
Does that factor into your decision when you?
Yes. All the years, everybody know how I protect her. Men don't meet her, and my last dude, after 2 years, did meet her, and so that's why I'm really salty because I finally let back on that. That men can't meet my daughter. She's a little girl, and mind you, he's good with her. Like it was so annoying how good he was with her. So she would take advantage of him. He was so nice to her. So I was like, oh, I could see this, and for us not to be together now, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's another reason why I can't date. Because she's only getting older, which means she's understanding more.
She's gonna understand.
And I'm seeing this guy, and then he comes through, and then where did he go? The questions are going to be asked. Yeah. And that's an embarrassing answer to give your kids. So to avoid all of that, men cannot, I'm back to it.
Yo, kids really do notice things like that.
And what's crazy is that she does not open up. She just started fucking with my brothers. Like she has this thing. I've trained her to have this thing. Men, that's icky. That's not daddy, nobody.
Yeah, right.
And so now she just, for her to open up to him, I was kind of upset about it. But in the same breath, it's a lesson learned. She'll get older and I got 9 more years before she go to college. So I can have my little private relations outside the house.
But how does that work?
Like, you know, you see the like, you know, me and her dad split her. Like, he's as much of a father as I am a mom. So it's not like a weekend dad. No, you have her, you know, for months on out. I have her for months on out. And that's when I get my time. And then she has a third parent. That's what I like to say, her grandmother. So whenever I want, I don't lose my sanity. Like, you know, I have help whenever I need. You know, if I want to do my thing, we have to plan accordingly, of course. But you don't have to be around my child ever. Nobody has met her except the last nigga. Like, I mean, and you, because you know y'all family, but like nobody needs her. Nobody's around her. And you know what's funny is that her dad has a girlfriend, and I was eerie about that, but she's good with her, and I feel like him and her is gonna last long enough to where he not bringing different bitches. Because I know him. If you brought a bitch around her, it's because you trust this bitch. So if you trust this bitch, I trust this bitch. So we like, and it's so funny because I went into it on some time and like, yeah, this the bitch that be around my kid. This girl gets out the car, she hugs me, like showing love. Like, I'm like, I can't even hear her. Like, so it now it's just like blended. Not like me and her don't have a bond or relationship, but
it's no Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats.
It's not no Mashonda. No, it's not. No, but it's love. Like it works. I say me and him could write a guide on how to co-parent. Like, we're really good.
Now, let's finish off with some more accountability.
Oh, okay.
Right? What would somebody need to know about you going into a relationship with you? Like, what kind of red flags could you say?
And her Instagram is NEKA Lohan.
Going into
Like,
I am not looking for...
What would you say is your, like, what's your accountability, like, where you go wrong in relationships, right? Because then if they like you more, you're gonna control the narrative. You're not gonna like him because she's gonna end up being a pushover. You have to like him just as much because y'all gonna be on the same page.
Yeah, and
right?
imagine how hard that
your
is.
Page.
Like, legit, imagine how hard it is to get somebody that's on the same time as you. And
yo, it's millions of people in this world.
I keep saying it's the pond that you in.
That's for sure. We search right here.
This last podcast.
That's true.
We search right here. We searching for something we searching for this fairy tale shit and the mix. In the pool, listen, and we're searching for it in people that we know is not gonna give that to us.
Because we know them. One way or another, you know somebody.
And all of a sudden, things are not gonna change now. You're not gonna change as a person because
I feel like
you got
people
me
like
now.
to talk to or date people that
you could do a background check on.
That other people, and it's like, nah, like I like to come through and it's like, yo, who that?
Yeah.
And it usually worked like that for me to an extent. And then,
but you need somebody in your world.
Like I said on the last one, one smooth post is this chick. It goes from 20 likes to 200.
She gotta know how to handle this,
right? And that's the thing. Women don't be knowing how to handle it, bro. And that's where the
what
shit
don't we know how to
up.
handle?
Right? Y'all don't know how to handle being with a nigga like me. Right?
You are overwhelming. You are absolutely overwhelming.
So I wanted to ask you, do you look at niggas like investments, like on the stock market or something, like you investing in the trend, as in what you see, or what the potential is?
It has to be like what it has the potential to be.
I think that you explaining your last relationship, it was like I see potential in you, and everything was good until he tapped out because he didn't go the extra mile.
Yeah, and nothing I'm saying as far as the potential for you is for the benefit of me. It's for the benefit of
both.
It'll benefit me because I'm with you, but you still gonna win if we don't work. Like it's not like I need.
How do you feel about that?
What?
Like if it don't work out between y'all, but that person is in a better space.
I think that's great. I think that's really...
You just want to see them happy even if they're not with you,
it's not even I love to see that you're going to be okay. Like, at least I contributed to some walk of your life. Like...
Right.
That's how I feel. Like, a nigga built me. And I can say that unshamefully. And he had the amount of faith in me to say, listen, I'll pay for this. I'll do this for you.
That. Remember we spoke about the first one. And it's like... And that's something that I've always told women too. Because sometimes I be overwhelming in women, and I guess it's my delivery with certain things that I'm trying to school them on. Like for instance, the dumb naive stuff. right? You might try to be schooling them, but you might say it in a way where it's a little offensive.
Yeah.
But now, even if I'm not with you, you're not just gonna be this dumb, naive girl no more and let other niggas play you and shit like that. And
it's so funny because I felt like that with my daughter's father. I felt like you want me to do this to your life. You want me to go to school here. You want me to get this type of degree or this type of license. No, I don't want to do that. What about what I want to do? Now I'm not with you, and I took everything you taught me, and I'm like, damn, you know what? He was fucking right, you know, and I appreciate the fact that he did this for me or made me get this type of, you know, knowledge. I appreciate that. Now I'm trying to instill that into somebody else because that's how it works. It's a chain reaction. So now I'm trying to instill this into somebody else, and he's thinking the same thing about me that I thought about my daughter's father. Oh, you just want me to do this. You just want me to be how you want me to be. But I'm just trying to put you on game. I've experienced it. A fool is only gonna go through something that they have to go through. A smart person learns somebody else's experiences. So he wasn't trying to learn.
And that's the problem that we have is that people look at shit when it's too late, right? Like, why couldn't you just accept the fact that I was just trying to help you at that time? Why does it take losing me for you to realize, like, look, I was only trying to help you?
But you know what? And I strongly believe that people are put here to give you experiences, to drop some type of knowledge. Everybody's not meant to last in your life. They're literally here to do something, to progress you in some type of way, or to even if it's self-knowledge or just in life. They're here to progress you in some type of way and then moving right along.
Even
and it's just, you said what?
Even if it hurts.
Even if it hurts. Some people are really here to teach you. Like, you holding on, like you said, you just appreciate the experiences. You'll learn something from each person you encounter. So that's how I took it. He was a lesson. Last nigga was a lesson. Now I know what I want because it's kind of like I settled. So now I know what I want and I can demand that because I got the knowledge or the feelings of these two. That's how I feel.
You think men don't like? You think in a lot of relationships men don't like to be taught by the women?
Of course. That's exactly how I feel. Not to mention that
that's a construct that we gotta change.
Yeah, I do because women are like behind a lot of great shit that happen with men. Like, you know, it could be something so mediocre where, you know, you trying to build this brand and you got this amount of money and your man's is like, yo, come outside, and you like, no, just stay home with me. Little mediocre shit like that. Since you didn't go outside, you didn't spend no money, I kept you in the house, now you can use that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to keep you on your path. Women are really the reason behind a lot of shit. I could say that undoubtedly. Like, many times I've written papers or just the most, you sit in a car with a dude and just because you're a girl sitting in his next seat, the cops knock on, whatever it is, like, women are behind a lot of structure and building of men. So absolutely, I think it's a stupid aspect for men to look at.
So going forward, do you want?
So Step is taking over. For me, is Step talking?
Yeah.
He's behind the scenes.
I just wanted to know that.
I love the fact that he's asking these questions because he listened for this long and he's taking things that she said and giving feedback. Let's do it.
I wanted to know, like, if you are gonna look as far as men coming up, do you looking for, because where we are in society right now, are you looking for a business partner as well?
I'm looking for somebody that can grow me. I have a kid. I still got a lot of learning to do. And a lot of these niggas is dickheads. Like, a lot of people don't have nothing to offer. Literally. Like, they just got time and nothing to offer. So I'm not looking like an investment, but I don't want to be with a dummy or somebody that can't build me. Like, I'm grown. Like, this, I want to do stuff together. You're trying to find that life partner. So I'm not dealing with, on a serious level, somebody that can't build me. Absolutely not.
What I was saying, I was asking that because you said you're not really looking for the relationship.
I'm not.
But if you could find that ground in a man that has something going towards us, having that establish that relationship on a business level or in that light of growing in some type of aspect, is that what you're looking? Because I see a lot of women looking for that. They having situationships. We called it situationships, but now it's out there. It's prevalent. It's prevalent. It's the norm now. It's like, all right, you know what? Let's not even have headaches with all these titles, and let's really be grown people and have entanglements and have our privacy. Our privacy, everybody gotta know what we're doing, but as long as we happy in life and we being successful, You know what I'm saying? So that's just the normalcy we be seeing with women. Or those are options. Or are y'all looking at that as a new construct of relationship?
I think that's do you not think that's important to a relationship? Somebody that can you can have a drink. It feels good to have somebody that's just like, yeah, let's try this, let's do this. That's gonna pick up where you don't try to soak up the knowledge to teach you something. I don't think I'm looking for anything. I don't want a relationship. But if it comes, it probably is gonna come in the form of a man like that.
And that's cat. Everybody looking for a relationship. Everybody wants a relationship.
No, everybody don't want a relationship.
Not looking. Everybody wants a relationship, right?
Only you want a relationship.
Everybody wants a relationship.
No.
Excuse me.
No.
Everybody wants to be loved.
Thank you.
Everybody wants to be loved.
Absolutely.
Right? Everybody wants to be loved.
And you don't have to be in a relationship to be
even
loved.
if it's not a relationship, right? You could be a situationship, all that kind of shit, right?
Because you lost me just now.
But
Yeah,
this is the
right.
thing. This
I'm
is
very
the
comfortable with
thing. You
that.
can't listen. You can't be selfish and not want a relationship, but want to be loved, right? Because you want somebody to be available to you, to be everything that you want them to be, but you don't want that title.
No, I don't want that either. I don't want a dude to be available to me. Maybe it
Emotionally, mentally, everything,
No.
right? So then you'll never be in a relationship.
That's not what I'm trying to be in. So that's why I'm exactly how I am right now.
And she's speaking for right now. That might change.
I mean, it may change. I'm not saying there's no possibility to
You
change.
speaking like this nigga.
Now, whatever's going on in the world right now, I just think a lot of people is just real stressed about that. And I think everybody's on the same timing, bro.
It's not even about the things that's in the world. I think people are discouraged, right, with the trends and the way the relationship and love and stuff like that is viewed now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not appreciated like it was before, right? You don't see the love that our grandparents had. You don't see that anymore. Now everything is about
love ain't as genuine,
but
bro.
now everything, nothing it's no genuine things anymore. And the new relationship now is the celebrity relationship.
You want a
feel me?
Lambo truck or keys to the apartment?
Keys to the house.
See?
Yeah,
See?
I mean,
But you just said you don't want a relationship.
I don't.
It's still status, though. It's still different status.
Because I don't want a relationship don't mean I want to excel in life. Like,
No, but the keys is to his house. Like, you
oh, I
moving in with
thought.
him.
But is it keys to his Lambo truck too? Like,
No, it's your Lambo truck.
so is my Lambo truck his house?
Or you move in.
Lambo truck is in his name.
You moving with your man.
I can't do that. I can't do that no more. I can't.
You lived with a man?
You know I lived with a
Well,
man.
excuse me,
Minimum.
yeah, you're right.
Like,
You're right. And what? You didn't like that?
dude, that's the greatest feeling ever. Like, to your personal person, for lack of a better word, is there constantly.
All the time.
You might come in and dinner is cooked, or now he got this movie set up for y'all to watch now because you had a rough day. You wanna, it was a great thing until it wasn't.
Mm-hmm. It was all good till it wasn't. It's all good till it isn't.
Until it's not. But it's a good feeling. Like, you don't gotta you gonna come over tonight? Like, no. Like, now I gotta get out my bed to come to
That's
yours.
crazy. I seen that everlasting shit will never happen for us.
No, I ain't say that about you. I'm saying
I'm just saying
me.
about
like people that believe in love and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's very discouraging and shit. To hear a woman just be like, yo, I don't want a relationship, like, just like,
Yo,
that shit is
I'm
not
not-
real.
I'm-
Even how she said earlier,
Yeah.
about the logic, it's not logical. And it's like, why isn't the fairy tale relationship
why him
logical?
making breakfast,
Yeah,
taking
see,
it to his shorty?
It is logical for a moment. That is
Nah,
not
that's
an
not true.
everlasting. That is
It's-
not an
it's-
everlasting
Why
thing.
can't I just be that into
Yeah.
you
No.
all the time?
So you don't think he'll be into that woman forever like that?
I have not seen that. I haven't
That's
seen
the
that.
concept we have to.
I have to
it's
see
been so
Exactly.
it. I
And I-
have to
and I
see
It's
it.
been so long.
And I think women, and that was the problem in my last few relationships, that
It's
when
so
women
long.
feel like, yo, this vibe ain't gonna last, they start to get comfortable, right? And now when you're comfortable, I'm not gonna give you that kind of vibe, right? Because you're not appreciating it like you once did. You feel me? So I'm not gonna give that same kind of effort, right? I told my homegirl this earlier. When the dude first meets you and he sending you flowers, you thanking him, you posting them, right? You letting it be known. Thank you, baby. You know, he feeling like, yeah, she appreciate it. I did something nice for her. Even if it's the smallest thing, she really appreciating it, right? Then after a while, he gonna start sending you flowers, and where they gonna go? In the trash, right? You just gonna stop putting them in the vase. You're not gonna post them no more. You're not gonna show that same kind of effort, you know, that appreciation that you once did. So what's gonna happen? The nigga gonna stop sending the flowers because obviously it don't impact you like it once did. Cool. And that happens with everything in the relationship.
The dude that's calling her to send her flowers, those get
posted. Exactly, because that's where the relationship.
That's the trendy nigga.
I think kind of like you get in relationship one and y'all got this phase, the honeymoon phase, and then it's like, oh, this is cool. Let me try to figure out if I can get this type of feeling again in another guy because I know this shit soon fade. So let me get this guy as backup. So when that fade, and not realizing that it's fading because you looking at guy number 2, not knowing that guy number 1 might could keep this up.
Right.
I 100% agree with that.
And now your shit is tainted. Now you're not gonna focus and lock in on him because you think
your attention is split.
Right. Yeah. And that's where the relationship fails. And I'm glad that you said that and held yourself accountable. And we gonna end it like that. It's Mind of a Man podcast, episode 3. It's your boy Producer Bae with Mixxy D.
And NEKA.
Signing off. Steph, we appreciate you. Gels, we appreciate you. Episode 4 next week.